Electro makes some of my all-time favourite pedals, from the Darlington Flyer all the way to the Tweedy Leo. Marcus and Izzy truly are fuzz masters. So whenever they come out with a new pedal, it's always going to be a good day. And today is a very good day because this is the TwinSound from Reeves Electro, a gnarly octave up fuzz that's kind of like a greatest hits of the best octave up fuzz tones ever. I've always loved octave fuzzers. Some of my fondest memories playing on stage have been ripping a legendary solo with an octave fuzz. It's such an aggressive but still musical tone that I think has a home in more types of music and genres than you might initially expect. I always like to have an octave fuzz on my board, and the TwinSound is now going to be the one that I reach for all the time. But first, please subscribe if you like this video. It really helps me out. So the TwinSound is loosely based off of Tim Escobedo's Push Me Pull You circuit from like the early 2000s DIY pedal community. I say loosely based off of that because Marcus being Marcus, the tinkerer that he is, has changed a few things about the circuit, of course. Most notably, he has adjusted the gain of the 3 transistors inside of here to get a little bit more octave out of it, and has also added this attack knob. The attack knob is really cool. It sort of acts as a gain knob, I guess, but more really shifts where the octave sits and how it interacts with your playing. Lower down, you get this really musical, crunchy, almost brass, like trumpet trombone type tone that I absolutely love. Probably my favourite tone in here are when you lower that attack knob down and crank the level. Between 12 and 4 o'clock you're going to get the most octave out of the pedal. I would also say this is the most classic octave fuzz sound in here. You know, think your COBs and your Octavias, that sort of thing. And then when you completely max out the attack knob, it becomes this gnarly gated beast, and the fuzz kind of overtakes the octave sound and you get much more fuzz than you do octave. It's a pedal that really reacts to what you put into it, but also what comes after it as well. It can kind of freak out on you, and you can get some really weird harmonics when you start to play more than one note at a time, especially if those notes sort of clash. You get some really cool oscillating tones that way. I love it. And then when you turn your guitar's volume knob down, you can get close to that classic octave ring mod sort of tone as well. And then, as I said, it reacts differently to what you put after it as well. I love stacking this pedal with like a transparent overdrive after it. Any gain after this pedal is really going to smoothen things out, and you're going to basically create an incredible lead sound. As with all of Reeves Electro's pedals, they only use the best components around, a lot of them being 40, 50 years old, and it's put together absolutely beautifully. For those of you interested, the circuit has 3 transistors. Now I'm going to have to read from my notes. One of them is a 1968 Microelectronics BC137, then there's a 1980 CIL white ceramic BC108, and finally there is an 80s Philips BC549C Silverface. All vintage silicon transistors that have been meticulously selected and combed through to create the best fuzz possible. What else can I say, really? I would be pretty confident in saying that this is the best octave up fuzz pedal that you can buy on the market today. I'm going to say it. It reacts amazingly to your guitar playing, and it just sounds incredible. Yes, it is high end, and yes, it comes with a price tag, shall we say, but I would say it's worth every penny. Just look at the craftsmanship. It is pretty incredible. I know that Marcus makes these as fast as he can, and I know Marcus and Izzy will always look after you. As this video drops, the first TwinSounds will be released this Saturday. There'll be a drop on Saturday. You'll be able to pick them up, but if you miss out on that or for anything else, you should definitely follow Reeves Electro on Instagram, but the best way to keep up with drops, I think there's a couple every month, is to sign up to his newsletter. I'll leave a link to all that stuff down below. You can check it out. I think that's going to be all from me on the TwinSound for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and cheers.